going on, y'all?
Hi, everyone.
We cover, all types of different genres throughout the years of Transformers. And this is another one that we're going to cover from the
Transformers animated show from the late 2000s, which was like 2007 to 2009 when the show came on. And this is my first time reviewing a Transformers animated character.
So what brought this on is we was looking around and stuff like that, and we found this character, and we remember him from the animated series, so we are going to do a review on him. This is the first time Colton has done a animated review of a Transformer. It's one of the genres from the Transformer umbrella that this falls under too.
And also my first Transformers animated figure here that we're reviewing here on my channel, my YouTube channel.
Yeah, that too, yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on, and we will see y'all here in a minute. So,
stay tuned.
Y'all stay tuned.
And here we are at the reviewing area, and here are the two figures here. One from but like I already told y'all from the beginning of the video, from Transformers Animated, which is this guy. And this guy we're going to be taking a look at is the Transformers Animated Deluxe Class Snarl. And yes, in the animated cartoon, he was named Snarl, but he was like called Slag once, but he's now named Snarl.
So I brought in this guy right here. This is Generation 2, just for a little size comparison so we can see what's going on. So there was actually two Triceratops. So this one here is from G2. I'm going to take him out the way here in a minute because he's just a comparison right here. So it's kind of almost the same. So now I'm going to take him out the way, and we are going to take a look at that guy,
which is Snarl, not Slag, Snarl, from the animated show from the late 2000s.
Because if y'all remember, in this genre of the TV series of this animated cartoon, they did have all the Dinobots in there.
But there was only 3 Dinobots in the show.
Okay.
Which was Grimlock, Swoop, and Snarl here.
Okay. Okay.
Whereas in G1 there was 5.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have animated Slag, or Snarl. Sorry. This is Snarl.
See there, you got tongue tied. Uh-huh.
I keep referring to this guy as Slag, but no, his name is Snarl. And as you can see, he is, like you saw, a triceratops, which does kind of look like slag, but this is not. And getting a closer look here, you could see the paint apps on this figure are still really, well, for the most part, it is still in great tact after all these years. Well, about 15 or 16 years when Transformers Animated was released, because the Transformers Animated toys was an A+ toy line, because all of the figures are really like how they look on the show, and this is one of them. And you can see he does have some blue paint on his eyes with some black lining on it. And on the top here, you do have a little silver Autobot symbol here. And you do have some translucent red on his horns here. And on the side, you do have some red and black paint on these things here. And some gold paint on his toes. And some gold paint and black paint on his tail here. And here's the top here. And one problem I have with him in his dino mode is this part here, which is his robot mode head, is still visible on the top here, which I wish that they would do something else for his head here. And here's the bottom here. And all around looks really nice, and still does for the time, because like I said before, the Transformers Animated toys were always all show accurate. And as for the articulation, you're not going to get a lot in his dino mode. But as for the articulation, his mouth can open and close. And there was a yellow thing that was on him. I don't know what it was.
It's alright, I'm sure the yellow thing didn't know what it was either. It's okay.
and he doesn't have any articulation for the front legs, but he does have some on the back legs here, because these are going to form the arms for his robot mode. So you do, well, these can rotate all the way around, except they do bump into the front legs here. And they do bend at the knee here. And that's it.
So yeah, and I agree with you. I wish that they could have put the head down a little bit further, because that just looks wild. That looks like he's got horns sticking out of, I don't know.
Oh,
yes. You know, but that's actually his head.
Yes.
So this design is kind of a weird design, but we've seen it before. It's just kind of awkward, but he does get the job done. It's kind of weird for the transformation form.
So I guess it's now time to transform him. So to transform him, for the dino head, you want to take the front part of the horn and flip it up. Then take the dino mode head and bring it all the way up. Because you do want to come to the bottom here and pull this thing out. And then you want to take the dino mode face and bring it all the way down. And bring back these horns here. And for the front legs, you're going to bring these out and then bring them down on these joints here. And on the bottom, yeah, on the bottom, you do see that there is a tab that's supposed to go into here, and this tab that's supposed to go into here, so that way these can tab in really well. But these on mine, I don't know if it's on mine or maybe on every other copy of this figure. If I remember, because it's been a while since Transformers Animated was around. But these do not tap in really well. I wish that they were really secured, but they're not. But you want to take the front legs and this part and bring it all the way down and rotate his legs down. Then you want to take these things, rotate these up, and then pull down his feet here. And on the bottom, you do want to flip out these heel spurs, which are a real pain to do.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's one. There's one. There's the other one.
And there's the other one.
There's the other one. Yeah. They could be something.
So these do flip out. You can see. And then you want to take the back legs and pull them out from these, from this red thing, and this red thing on the top will separate. And also, you do want to bring these all the way down, and these tabs are going to go into that little hole right there. And you want to take the tail, rotate it around, and you do want to split it in half and flip these out so it looks like this. And then you want to take the front part here and flip it all the way down, and also that black tab will go into that little hole right there. And for his arms, you want to bring these out. And behind these things, you want to flip out his robot mode hands. And you're done.
He's definitely looks different than the Snarl I'm used to.
Yes.
He definitely looks different. They gave him a different design. The animal mode, the dinosaur mode is almost the same. You know, there's some similarities with the dinosaur, but as far as robot mode, there is no similarities. There's really not. Because I'm going to put him right here beside, and y'all can see what a difference. And that's basically one from one generation to another generation. That's definitely different.
Yes.
So,
but this is accurate to how he looks in the show.
yeah.
Transformers Animated.
Okay. It's definitely different. I mean, you know, it looks like he should be, I don't know. He's short, squatty. He's got big old hands, pretty big feet. I don't know. Way different. It's not bad. It's just different. It's just way different than what you're used to seeing Snarl look like.
And also, him and the other Dinobots was only in it for about not much, just in a few or a couple episodes, and Snarl here from the show was like, I guess, a nothing character, because he didn't have no voice actor, because he didn't say a lot in the show. Same for Swoop. But Grimlock is the only one that talked a lot.
Yeah.
Not his other two Dinobots.
It's talked a lot. I do want to say that they still had light piping going on at that time.
Yes.
I think, am I right or wrong?
Yes, he does have light piping, which is this orange part. But
It's very small.
yes, but as you can see on the front, now the light piping that y'all saw was orange. But as you can see on the front of his eyes, they painted his eyes blue.
Oh, okay. So yes, he does have light piping, but will it shine? Not really, because his eyes have been painted
In a blue.
in a blue, so no orange for him. There is another gimmick to this deal, but ours is old and we checked it out and we got one of them to work, but the other one won't work.
But before we get into that, here's a quick look at his robot mode here. It's all pretty much the exact same stuff like we saw in his Dino mode. Just a couple of new things added. But everything else is basically the same like we saw in his Dino mode. But for his articulation, his head can only swivel all the way around, and that's about it. And his arms can rotate all the way around, but you will have to move these out of the way. And they can move in and out on a really snug pin joint. Yes, it is on a pin joint. A very limited elbow joint. And his fingers and his thumb can open and close. And his legs can move forward, back, in and out, bend at the knee, yeah, he can bend at the knee really good. And that's it. And I still wish that his legs would tap in. Because like y'all saw, these don't hold in really well. And that's it. And he does come with an accessory. It is like
a club.
Yes, a giant fire flaming club
Yeah.
that you can attach to either one of his hands, but we don't have that. I actually do have it, but it's in storage somewhere. And also and speaking of that fiery club weapon, some people like to call it like a little Cheeto weapon, like a little cheese puff.
Okay.
Like those Cheetos cheese puff snacks that you get from a store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know what Cheetos are. Yeah. That's what his club kind of looks like, is a big Cheeto.
And it's not just from my opinion.
So,
I've heard it from other people.
Yeah, it's called a Cheeto Boom or something like that. But anyway.
But let's get on to the only feature that he has. And I think it's on this one. But on the back of these things, there's these little buttons here. And when you push these, some little flames do pop out. Oh, there we go.
And that's the best it gets, y'all. No.
It's these flame things that pops out.
Yeah.
And he does have it on both sides, but only one side works a lot better than the other one. And both of these do have these little buttons here where these flames do pop out. But only one side works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one side works, y'all. But the deal is you press the button and you got a little fire that comes out here and there. So it did work at one time, but
Yes.
so that is Snarl. Now I don't know if he should be looking menacing or it just he doesn't look.
I'm not really a big fan of this character.
Yeah, he kind of looks like
Snarl.
he looks like I don't know. Compared to other Autobots and Decepticons, he is really short.
Yes.
He's short and squatty. Squatty? Yeah.
He's really short.
Yeah, he's very short and squatty. What a difference from back then, and now it kind of looks like his pet. No. So what a difference from back then to what, 2000s and what?
2007 to 2009.
So big difference.
And that's about it for this character. This nothing character.
Nothing.
Because he didn't have no voice actor in the show. So he was just like
He was just there. So we're going to get on with the final thoughts here in a minute.
Stay tuned.
So yeah, here we are again.
And there we have the review of Transformers Animated Snarl.
The animated series, you could like it, hate it. It's whatever your flavor is. It's a part of the Transformer umbrella, and this is one of the characters from the Transformers animated line, and it was all right. It just
When I actually saw Transformers animated, but back when it first came out, and I did used to love it, but now looking back at it, it was not my type of Transformers show.
it was all right. It was all right. It just depended on either it appealed to you or it didn't, and that was, you know.
I still do like it for what it is, but it's still like not my type of Transformers show I want.
Okay. So this is one of the characters from that series, that genre part of Transformers, and this is Snarl, right? Snarl.
Yes, not Slag, Snarl.
From Transformers Animated.
Yes.
So.
And overall, the figure is okay. It's nothing mind-blowing. It's just okay.
I think if he wouldn't have been so short, and if he would have been taller, taller and more broader. I mean, the sculpt there, the bulk is there, but the problem is they made his bulk into a midget.
Oh, and I also forgot to show y'all. The halves of his tail does have another joint here, so you can move them like this if you want to. Because he does have two joints on both halves of his tail. Just forgot to show y'all that.
He's good. He's good. So, hey, y'all put it in the descriptions, the comments below. If y'all like Transformers, the animated series, it ran from, what, 2006? Somewhere around that time? No?
2007 to 2009.
See there? It shows you how much I know. Anyway, because I know more about the past than I do about more of these genres of these new Transformers and stuff like that. I can tell you everything about the 80s going into the 90s, but
Yes.
some of this newer stuff, he's got to help me out because I'll get it wrong.
Right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Love you too. Anyway, so anyway, that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to let Colton finish talking here in a minute. Y'all take care of each other and help each other along the way. And I'll talk to y'all later.
And I was also about to say, I wish this guy had more articulations, because the articulation that he has on the figure itself is alright. It's just alright for the time and now. And now we can end this video. So there you have the review of Transformers Animated Snarl. And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there's a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.